Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to fold this jet, the X-02 Wyvern. And as you can see, this is another plane from the video game Ace Combat, and I just painted it in the livery of Mihaly's X-02 Wyvern. And as you can see, it is actually very accurate when you compare it to the one from the video game, and it has canards, it has these W-shaped wings, and this V-tail section, this afterburners and engine pods that sticks out from the back, and you also have the intakes. It's also the first plane that has landing gears that uses the same base as my F-14 Tomcat. And yeah, I actually spent quite a long time to actually refine this jet. It's kind of a problem child when it comes to flight performance. And eventually I just try to get it airborne, although it's still not that of a good flyer when it comes to some of my other planes. And actually you can just bend this section of the wings back to create that sort of high speed mode in the video game, but for a flying model of this one, I just don't suggest you to do this because it only adds drag and reduces lift for the plane and even make this plane unflyable if you do so. Alright, let's begin. First off, prepare a square sheet of paper, and what you're gonna do is first fold the diagonal. And then you just have to make two kite bases. Then unfold it and return to this step, and you notice that here you have this huge triangle section. You just have to fold it down like so, and then you fold this two flaps out, and then you fold them in. Yeah, just make sure that this part matches up, and also this point lands right on this crease. Now same for the other side, and flip this over, and then you just have to follow the creases and fold it like so. And you also have to pull this layer out, and then you just have to follow this crease right here and fold it up and make something that looks like a snail. Oops, this one should go right here, and then you just have to flip it over, and you notice that here you have this point, and this point, and the three actually are lined up on the same line, and then you just have to fold it up like so, and this crease right here lands at this crease. They should be lined up, and then you just pull this layer down and pull this over and collapse this pocket. Come on. Okay. Now just have to pull this layer down, and again you have to make sure that this part it should be perfectly aligned. Oops. And then you just fold this over right at this pivot point, and again keep this part perfectly aligned and matched up, and then you just have to open the pocket like so, and then you can just fold this down, and also make sure that everything right here is lined up. Yeah. Alright, return to this step, and then open the pocket and follow the creases right here just have to come on, open the pocket up and fold it like so, and this is what you get. And then just fold this over like so, and flip to this side, and then fold this down. Just make sure that here you have this line matched with this center, and then collapse this pocket, and this is what you get. And then fold this up and let this one go into the center and collapse it. Now you do it again, just open this and then poke this out, and come on, all the creases and collapse it. Come on. Yeah, now you have this one. And then you just have to flip it over. And now you just follow these 2 points and fold this triangle up. Like so. And then you just have to fold this part down. Just make sure that this line and this line matches up. And same for the other side. Open this pocket and collapse it. And when doing so, you have to make sure that this line and this line being perfectly matched up. Okay. And then flip it over and open this pocket and collapse it. Again, you have to make sure that this line and this line being perfectly matched up. And here this is also matched up. And fold this over. And same for the other side, like so, and then just fold this over, then flip it. Now notice that here you have this section, and you just have to match these 2 points and fold this tip up, and then your finger should go to this pocket and pull this out. Just be careful. Alright, this is what you get. And then you have this section right here, and you just have to fold it up like so. And then you just have to unfold it and open up this pocket, and then basically you just pull out this tiny not bird base, water bomb base, yeah. Now it's freed out, and it's going to be your intake section. Now you just have to open this up and follow the creases, basically this crease right here, and then you just fold this one up like so and collapse it, and this is what you get on one side, and then do to the other. Again, follow the crease and then fold this up, and again collapse it. And when doing so, just make sure that here you have everything, including this one and this one being, yeah, here it's perfectly lined up. Alright, and then you just have to open this up and fold this down, and you have to make sure that here you have this one being matched up, and you also get this line go right at the center line, and then fold this down. Now do it to the other side. Alright, now notice that here you have this water bomb base, and then you just have to fold it in half. Yeah, this point just matches right at this intersection, and then you just have to open this pocket and then sink it in like so, and then Just make sure that everything stays flat right here. Congratulations, you just made your base. Alright, let's continue. And then you've noticed that here you have this free flap and you fold it down like so and unfold it. And then you notice that here you have this line. What you're gonna do is just fold this down and make sure that everything matches at the center line. Now collapse it. And then you just have to poke your finger in and make sure that your index finger goes right here. You have this layer and this layer on this side and the rest, this single layer on the other. Now you just have to gradually pull it down like so. Just be careful, do not tear anything. This kind of happens when you fold this type of structure. And then collapse everything. Come on. Be careful and yeah, just smooth everything out like so. Alright, and do a symmetricity check. Okay, now you just have to fold this one up like so. Basically you're just matching up these 2 points, and same for the other side. Now reinforce the crease, and now let's take out a ruler and just match this point and this point like so. And now just pull it as far as you can and collapse it. And this is what you get on one side. Now you do it to the other. Alright, this is what you have, and again reinforce the crease like so, and then you just fold this out, and now you just fold this down like so. Yeah, this is the same as the Su-27, and collapse this one and then do to the other. Alright, fold this up. And this is what you have now. Now notice that here you have this section and it's going to be this type of wing. So first, you just have to fold this up. And you have to make sure that this line goes right to this intersection right here. Like so. And fold this down, and on this side it should be like this. Yeah, this is what you got. And then let's repeat to the other side. And check the symmetricity here. Come on. Alright. Now you just have to unfold and then follow the creases you made and then just fold it over like so. And same for the other side. And come on. Again, collapse it. Again, check both sides. Make sure that everything is symmetrical. This is actually the hardest part of this jet actually. And then you just have to fold this one up like so, and make sure that it looks like this. Alright, and same for the other side. This style of wing is actually some similar techniques or what do you call it? To the ADF X-01. It's like this now, and then just have to fold this one down and it should be like this. You have this crease right here, lands right at this point. And then let's do to the other side. Again, make sure both sides are symmetrical. Alright, and then you notice that here you have this section and you just have to move it down a little bit, but the rear part you have to make sure they're unchanged. So let's take the tweezers. This really helps because actually you'll notice that the wings are getting really thick, actually double the thickness of the ADF X-01. The layers almost double in there. And then let's do to the other side. Again, just to check the symmetricity here. Make sure everything is symmetrical. Alright, now you just have to unfold it. Return to this step. And then here you have this section. You just have to open all these pockets and you just have only one layer out here, and you just have to fold this layer up and match this line right here, right at this line, and collapse it. Come on, like so. This is what you get on one side, and now let's repeat to the other. Alright, now let's continue, and here just continue folding all this single layer up like so, and same for the other side. Then you just have to open this pocket up and collapse it like so. Yeah, just make sure that these lines are meshed up, and here on the other side it should be like this. Now repeat on the other side. Again, poke it out and collapse it like so. Now just have to fold all this pocket up and make sure that here you have this layer being folded up right here. Yeah, as you can see. Now this part you just have to, come on, yeah, it should be like this. And on this side you can see, yeah, you have this sort of pocket. Now repeat to the other. Like so. This one. Collapse everything. And here you have to make sure that both sides are symmetrical. Now let's continue. So basically you just have to allow this tiny flap over here just go right in. Like so. Yeah, it should look like this now. Now repeat on the other side. Basically first you can actually fold this like so, and then just fold it in. Yeah, it should look like this. Now check the symmetricity. Alright. Now you just have to follow the creases you made, and but you have to restructure it a little bit. Yeah, it should look like this now. Yeah, this is what you get, basically. Now repeat on the other side. Here's the twist. Maybe we can fix it. Alright, maybe some adjustments needs to be off cam. Alright, this is what you get now, and then let's continue. And here we have this flap over here, and just have to fold it down like so, and same for the other side, like so. Just fold it down and reinforce the crease. Yeah, it's get real thick out there. And just have to open this pocket up and then fold it like so. And this one, just have to be careful because it has a lot of layers out there. And collapse it. Now do it to the other side. Again, just fold it in and twist it a little bit, and then collapse everything like so. Again, check, make sure that both sides are symmetrical. You also get something like this. Right, and then you just have to fold this flap up a little bit, and it goes right into the pocket, so you can lock your wingtips and they won't just flap around like so. Now same for the other side, like this. And again, just open this pocket up and fold it in. Alright, now we just have to figure out how to fold this V-tails. And what you're gonna do is just open this up, and this part just have to match this 2 points. Up the pocket. And collapse it. Yeah, make sure that this side, this line and this line being parallel, like so. Now repeat it the other. Again, fold this up, and again match this 2 points. Just make sure you have to be careful. And again, you just have to collapse it and make sure that here you have this line and the underside they're parallel. Now check both sides to make sure that things are symmetrical. Well, something didn't seem right. Just a little bit of adjustment, I suppose. Alright, now we just have to fold this out. so. Now do to the other side. So check the symmetricity here. Alright, let's continue. So here you have this section and just have to fold it down like this. And then you just unfold it and fold this one in. And make sure that this line and this line being perfectly matched up. And then fold this in like so. Now do it to the other side. And open this up and it goes in. And then check the symmetricity here. Right. And this section, you just have to again fold this up like so. And same for the other side. And then check the symmetricity. And then just fold this up like so. And make sure that you get things being parallel. And come on. It should be like this. And same for the other side. Again, make sure that both sides are symmetrical. Let's see, well, here, some more adjustments. Alright, let's flip it over and make our cockpit. Just fold this up and then fold this one down. And this part, just have to make sure that this point right here matches up right at this point. Like so. And then you just have to fold this one up. And make sure that here you have this line being matched up. And then pull this layer out. And let this one go forward, this pocket. And fold this over like so. And collapse this one. And again, just have to pull this layer and collapse it. And then you just have to open this up and collapse it like so. Oops. And then you just have to flip this over and fold this one down, and same for this side. And after this step, you just have to again fold this one in half like so. Yeah, make sure that you have this line right here parallel with this line. Yeah, take a closer look. Yeah, you can see. Now same for the other. Alright, and open this up, and then return to the previous step, to this stage, and open this one up, return to this stage, and fold this down. And then you just have to, again, this part you just have to sync fold it. Oh, no, inside reverse. Come on. And same for the other side. Just let them go in. And then this part you just have to fold this tip down, and this one you just have to fold this over and collapse everything. And repeat on the other side, although this one I think it needs some adjustments. And again, fold this down. Now check your symmetricity here. And fold this over. Reinforce everything. Now just have to fold this over and fold this one down like so. It's almost there, I think. Now repeat on the other side. Yeah, this is what you get now. And for this part, you just have to fold them over like so. Then you just have to fold this tip in so, and same for the other side. And then let's see, unfold this. And here you have this point, and you just have to fold it over this part and collapse it. And same for this side. Okay, now let's just fold this one up like so, and this part you fold it down like this. Now same for the other side. Yeah, this is what you get now, and then you can fold this one in like so. Same for the other side. And then you fold this one and go right into this pocket. And this part you can fold it in one step like this. Now do to the other side. This is what you get. Now you have this section over here, and you just have to match the points and fold them in. Right. Now notice that here you have this layer, and you just have to fold it up. Can be a little bit tricky. Come on. So you need a tweezer, and then it should go right here like this. Yeah, this is what you get. Now repeat on the other side. Although actually you can do some minor adjustments according to your own preference. Now I can compare the symmetricity over here. Let's see. Right. Collapse everything, and then you can fold this tip down. And same for the other side. And this part, you just have to fold them over. And then fold this out. Like so. And same for the other side. Also check the symmetricity here. Then you just have to unfold it, and again open this pocket. And same for this side. And fold this one out like so. Now you just have to fold this tip down into a little bit. And same for this side. Now unfold it, and yeah, it should be on the inside. instead of being on the outside, so you can reduce some drag. Right, and then fold it in. Yeah, be careful. Then open this pocket up and fold this over. And here you just have to fold this one up a little bit so you can somewhat lock the wingtip. And you can reduce more drag, like so. Alright, now let's do a jet fold for reference. For what? Oh, we forgot this part. First, fold this up, and here fold this one up, and then just let it get in to the pocket like so, and same for the other side. Now do a jet fold. Yeah, it should be like here. Then be careful. Right, this is what you have. Again, make sure that both sides here you have this center line and this part being parallel. Alright, this is what you get now. Yeah, make sure that here you have this line and this line being parallel. And this part also gives you a guide point and a reference point to make sure that where your landing gears should be. Yeah, it's right here. Now you just have to open it up and return to this step and follow this. You just have to fold this up, and same for the other side. Okay, again, check the symmetricity here. Yeah, it should be like this now. Here's some tearing, although this should not happen. And then open this pocket up. And here you just have to open this one up. Like so. And then fold this one. And fold this flap out like so, and collapse it. Then you just have to do it to the other side. And fold this over. Like this. Now do to the other side. And fold this out. Now do to the other side. And fold this out. Right. And then fold them in. And same for the other side. Now you just have to fold these landing gears out. And same for the other side. Just pull this landing gear out like so. And again, check the symmetricity here. Alright, let's move on. And this pocket here, and you can actually fold this out a little bit and then fold this one in. Try to this crease and then just roll it up so you can lock the wings and this part a lot better. Right, now just fold this up again. And here this section, you just have to fold them in. Yeah, this sort of tearing won't serve anything for the shaping. Apologies. It's just an accident. And here, just fold it like so. And then here, you also have this layers. And what you're gonna do is just have to fold this one down. And here, this one, just have to fold it up like so. And then same for this side. Just have them fold them in. And collapse everything. And this one, you just have to collapse it right in the middle. And here, you just have to fold this up, but not directly at its top. You have to go back a little bit so you can. Yeah, you have to. You need some gap over here so the landing gear will not look that skinny. Yeah, this layer will become your nose landing gear, and it's like this now. And let's do a jet fold. And here you have these flaps over here. You just have to fold them up. That creates a locking mechanism. And here, just fold it up again and close it. All right. And then fold your wings up. And same for the other side. Like so. Yeah, it's starting to take shape. And this part, you just have to fold them up. Make sure that they're parallel with the fuselage. And being symmetrical on both sides. Like this. And then for the frontal part, you just have to place this one into the gap, like so. And same for the other side. And then fold this over, just overlap it. Yeah, that's how the intakes get shaped. Now overlap this one. Now basically what is left is just shaping. Alright. As for the nose landing gear, you just have to fold this down. And then, as you can see here, you fold this down first. And then fold this one out. Come on. Yeah, it's up to you, the preference. And this part actually creates some sort of landing gear bay doors or anything you like to say. Oops, this is a little bit too long. Alright, let's adjust it a little bit. Alright. So now you have the X-02 Wyvern in the parking mode. Oops, I forgot one thing, the afterburners. Yeah, just poke this out. Oops, not here, here. You have only one layer on the top and the rest are all under. And then just use some tools to poke it and round it. Yeah, this is for one side and not same for the other. Let's see, here. Yeah, this is what you get. No, not like this. Oh, come on. What's happening here? All right. Yeah, it's like this. You have only one layer up and all are on the lower side, and then just have to poke it and shape your afterburners. All right, this time is for you real. It's now finished in parking mode. And for the flight mode, you just have to fold this down, and the front part you just have to let it go all the way forward, and this is what you get. Congratulations, you just completed your X-02 Wyvern. So let's talk about the plane. And as you can see, this is actually quite an advanced model, and you really need some practice to get it right. And even for me, it's not that easy to fold because, yeah, these wings are a little bit tricky. And actually, when you complete this model, you need some adjustments, including that these wing sections, you need some tools like a charger to flatten them out to improve the flight performance. And here you also have to make sure that all these parts, like the intakes, they overlap, and these layers should be really close to each other. And this part right here, yeah, just everything you have to make sure they are right. And to fly this model, if your plane is suffering from pitching up or pitching down, you just have to adjust the V-tails right here, or this tiny tips. Just don't bend the whole wing. Yeah, it really took me quite a while to develop this plane, because in some early prototypes, this thing just tends to go straight right up and then just stall down. Yes, similar as the ADF X-01. And later on, I just refined some details to forcefully push the center of lift a little bit backward and make it aerodynamic stable, just like what you see now here. So, what other planes you want me to make? Let me know. See you. Good luck flying your plane.